What's up everyone, Darcblade here with a news information video for Uncharted. This is regarding the release of the Bounty Hunter DLC for Uncharted 4, as well as information regarding patch 1.13. Now the DLC was released on the 21st of September 2016. This DLC is for the multiplayer in Uncharted 4, and it introduces new modes, classic maps, and much more. Also, this DLC is free for everyone. So again, the player base won't be split down the middle. However, unlocking the items within this DLC, apart from the new map, means that you're going to spend quite a bit of relic points. Anyway, what is included in this DLC and this patch? Well, firstly, the Bounty Hunter DLC introduces a new mode, a new game mode for us. It's actually called Bounty Hunter, and that's where the DLC gets its name from. But what is this mode like? Well, it's a bit like Kill Confirmed from Call of Duty, albeit with a little bit of a twist. Basically, when a player is killed, they will drop a bounty worth 10 victory points. This can be picked up by you or retrieved by their own team. Also during the match though, teams will take it in turns to hunt or protect their captain. This captain is randomly selected from the team members and is worth quite a substantial amount of points. The points rise as the match goes on, starting at 60 and rising to 120. However, instead of just walking over the captain's bounties like you do with everyone else's bounties, they must be captured and claimed. This can take a while as you have to hold triangle on the captain's bounty. I've spent a little bit of time with this game mode, and while it is fun, I don't think it's going to take the main place of some of the other game modes that Uncharted 4's multiplayer has to offer us. That being said though, the Bounty Hunter mode is a nice change and it does offer some unique opportunities for team play. Now moving on to the next big addition with this DLC, and that is a new map. The map is Village, taken straight from Uncharted 2's multiplayer. So they've returned a fan favourite with new additions like areas where you can rope swing on and such. I've played on this map once or twice in Uncharted 4, although at the moment I find it doesn't come up that often, and one of the reasons why I'm not showing it in this gameplay footage. In the background you can see gameplay footage of the new Bounty Hunter mode in action, as well as some of the new items and weapons. Next, a new feature, and what I'm personally really pleased for, is they've returned cinema mode to the game, basically cinema replay as they call it. This allows you to edit and customize your Uncharted games and highlights for Uncharted TV if you wish. I personally used to use the cinema mode to record some of the gun guide footage, which is going to be great for me. But anyway, let's move on to talk about the items and weapons and boosters that come with the Bounty Hunter DLC. Firstly, the new Mystic, the Shield of Asgard. This new mystical item, once activated, allows you to take 75% less damage. However, your movement speed is reduced by 50%. It makes your character almost like a tank, although you still can be taken down with focused fire. Next, they have added 5 new weapons. Firstly, for the pistols, they've added the DC single action, which is like a Western pistol. Next, they've added the RKL155, which is a fully automatic pistol. Next, they've added the Low S, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which is a very versatile assault rifle. They've also added the Harrison 1890, which is a lever action rifle, very similar to Wild West rifles. And finally, they've added a new heavy weapon in the form of the US AN-12, which is an automatic shotgun. I've played with all these weapons and I do like the feel of the Harrison 1890. I do like how the lever action rifle works, albeit it is a little bit unwieldy and difficult to use. On the other hand, the Low S, again I still hope I'm pronouncing that right, the new assault rifle basically, it's very powerful. I can see it making a big impact and being a prominent force in the multiplayer. Next, moving on to the boosters. Firstly, Lock and Load. This allows ammo pickups to put ammo directly into your clip. This won't fill up your clip all the way, but it will be a percentage returned to your weapon. Next, Undisturbed. This allows you to hold charge your melee while climbing and rolling. Next is Silent Assassin. This makes your KOs silent. And finally is Weapon Experts, which allows you to aim while vaulting, jumping or falling, as well as cancelling a roll by aiming. It's going to be interesting seeing how the Silent Assassin works personally, and I did get a lot of fun using Weapon Expert. I can see it being a very flamboyant booster. Next, they've added 2 mods. Firstly, the Brute Teleport. This will allow your Brute sidekick to reappear at your side when you respawn. And finally, they've added the Jin Fire Punch, which allows you to down an opponent in 2 melee hits. This allows that Mystic to be a bit more of a close combat ability. Now, all these boosters and weapons and that, if you don't have Uncharted points to purchase them, you can go to the presets. There are preset loadouts that allow you to try out these weapons, mystics and boosters. So it's worth trying them out just to see if it's worth spending the money on these weapons. Or if you've got relic points to burn, you can always try your luck at trying to get a DLC chest that has them in. Next, they've added 10 new levels, levels 71 to 80. They've also included 2 new mystical vanity items unlocked at level 75 and level 80. This is great for players who like to grind out the levels in the game. Also with this DLC, they've added a ton of new vanity items. Now, they've added 20 apocalypse themed skins for the various characters. They've added 6 western themed skins, 3 military themed skins, 21 preset outfits, 6 new hats, 4 new face wear items and 9 new taunts. So lots of vanity items there for those of you who like to collect them. Now next, moving on to balance changes. This is more akin to what comes with patch 1.13 than the DLC itself. Firstly, C4 loadout point cost has increased from 2 to 3 loadout points. To be honest, C4 at 2 loadout points was a very cheap option, and C4, if used right, can be just as good as a grenade. Next, moving on to weapons. The damage wobble caused by the FAL to targets has been decreased, so nerfing that weapon a little bit. And finally, the P90's blind fire has been reduced. Next, moving on to bug fixes. Firstly, heavy weapons can no longer be reloaded whilst on a zipline. Late joiners can now hear in-game chat and be heard properly when using voice communication. And finally, they fixed an issue where the in-game leaderboard would reappear after backing out of the loadout selection. So there you have it for the Bounty Hunter DLC for Uncharted 4 as well as patch 1.13. Personally, the best aspect of the DLC for me are the new weapons. I love trying out the new weapons in Uncharted. The new multiplayer mode, Bounty Hunter, is a welcome addition too. I wish they maybe have chosen a different map than Village because it wasn't my favourite during Uncharted 2 unfortunately, but it's not an awful thing to see the map once again. I just wish it would appear in the map selections a little bit more at the moment. But anyway, what do you think of the Bounty Hunter DLC and patch 1.13's changes? Do you feel this will bring you back to the multiplayer or make you enjoy it anymore? Leave a comment down below. Also, I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can check out information regarding patch 1.13 as well as what is included with this DLC. So anyway, I've been Darcblade, bringing you information on the Bounty Hunter DLC and patch 1.13 for Uncharted 4's multiplayer. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.